Woof, woof.
Hello, everyone. That was Miss barking at the dog.
I didn't even notice you pressed the start button. You started that.
I hit the start button right as you went woof woof, and because there's a 2-second delay, that means that it picked that up. So, yeah.
But you started on the barking at the dog.
I started the barking at the dog, but it was the dog that started the barking because he's the one that barked at me first. Yes, we were sitting here like getting ready to start recording and everything, and the dog sitting here going bark, 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 bark. And after like a minute of this dog just non-stop barking, I'm like, bark, bark at the dog. And then miss right as I hit the start recording goes bark, bark. I'm like, wow, that's one way to start the episode, I guess. But anyway, welcome to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I almost said Three Heroes, because for some odd reason I still do that. But this game was donated by card, not the DLC. I did buy that myself thanks to some of the money actually from some of you who supported me over Patreon a few months ago at this point, obviously, as we picked up the DLC like real early in the game. But I just thought I'd mention that because I've been noticing a decrease in Patreon members and things, and that makes me sad because this, I like doing this and I'd like to keep doing this. So but anyway, like I said, this game was donated by card. When I, intro, seriously.
When a game is donated to M there, she'll do her best to comply with your requests. And for Card, his request was that I was here to accompany M on her journey.
Yeah, something along those lines. That's about what I was trying to say. I just got myself all, contorted and confused with the dog bark and the Patreon and but anyway, some of you might be wondering, we left off in the last episode. Even Mist might be wondering. We were left off at the last episode, getting ready to stop exploring and move on. And yet, here we are in Abyss. I specifically saved in Abyss for a reason. And so I'm sure all of you are wondering why. And that's because today was the Golden Fish Day, where gold, giant, etc. fish are very, very common. And I don't think I caught anything that was below a giant fish, including most of them being the glimmering fish and even a Fodlandy. And I discovered that Fodlandy each give 150 renown when you turn them in. I had 5, so I turned them all in. And for anybody who's been watching the series, you might remember that I've had a goal to reach 1,000 renown so that I can go see the Wayseer.
10,000.
10,000 renown. So I can go see the Wayseer and get Mercy and Annie together. Well, after all that grinding and all the fish that I've turned in, I have 10,001. So I'm excited because, okay, Dimitri and Didu are in here. Dorothea and Petra, Bernie and Yuri. I guess just about anybody that has an A rank is going to be in here.
The reason why I see this as useful is if you're nearing the end of the game and the people you want paired together don't have it.
Right. I can see Mercy and Annie here have a big heart here, whereas Dimitri and Didu don't. And what I get from that is this idea that if you're near the end of the game and let's say you want Dimitri and Didu to get together, they've got the small heart, which I assume means that they are very unlikely to get together, especially since they're at the bottom of the list here.
I think it is that if you exit out and go look at your supports real quick.
Come back soon now.
Because I've explained this to you before.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not in your sports roster,
I realized that as soon as I got to that point. Right as I got to that point.
They're close allies.
Yeah.
With their close allies, they will go for their first one and then for their second.
Right.
So for Mercy and Annie, if their supports don't change too much between now and the end of the game, they will end up together without you spending the renown.
Without me spending the renown, right. And, you know, here with Dedue and Dimitri, you know, they're both, Dimitri's is Dedue's second, but then Dedue's is Dimitri first. So, since I'm not going to be available, as I'm probably going to get together with Dorothea, because I would probably consider Mercy, but now that I know that these two can get together, I want them together for this run. I'll probably just stick with my usual that I've been going for, which is Dorothea here. But then that'll make me unavailable, and thus Dedue and Dimitri together. And I do get that is basically how it works. If I look at it, I can tell these two definitely have the highest chance of getting together out of anybody in this list because of the fact that they have the biggest. This just guarantees that no matter what their relationship is, that they're going to get together in the end. And while I don't feel like these two are going to change, I think I still want to, just to be 100% sure. They're already an intertwining pair. It will be overwritten. So let's go ahead, because I mean this has been my big goal with getting their renown and everything, is getting them together. So yes, again, I do understand it's probably a waste because of how close they are and how they're, you know, probably already basically intertwined. But at the same time, I really just want to be 100 absolutely sure that nothing in the game lasts, you know, like, I'm going through the game, I don't keep an eye on their supports and whatnot, and, like, the mission right before last gives one of them enough to be close with somebody else or something, you know? Because I can see that happening. I've had that in games before where I'm like, yes, this is exactly what's going to happen. And then the, like, last thing that I do in the game causes something different to happen. So, if it wasn't such a big deal for me to get them together, I probably would have done Dedue and Dimitri, just because I can totally see shipping them, all things considered. And I probably will try to build them up to being close allies together, instead of just Dedue as first. Yeah, Dimitri as first for Dedue, and Dedue as second for Dimitri. So.
And then there's Felix and Sylvain. The two of them are just so shippable.
Yeah. See, if I had infinite renown to just spend on anybody.
Did you notice? Dimitri's at the table.
Oh yeah, he is trainable now.
And you can do stuff with him again.
Yeah, I was noticing that, like, I can talk to him, I can gift him things, stuff like that. I could even, like, you know, do him and somebody else and, like, food and such. So yeah, he has finally broken out of that crazy beast.
He's broken free of the shackles of the dead.
Yeah, broken free of the shackles of the dead. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, he's free from everything that he's been dealing with, which is great. You know, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely great. So But yeah, we can train him now. Yay! I do wonder though, because I know that, you know, he's currently, I can't look at it from here. He's currently got the High Lord class. I know that he has a unique class that was like Great High Lord or something. But were any of those classes like riding classes? I mean, I know that he's riding because he was a paladin. So
none of them are riding classes.
Okay. So if I want to keep him in, you know, his specific class, High Lord, Great High Lord,
he still gets ridiculous movement, so...
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't need to train him any further in riding if he's not ever going to use a horse, so...
so you can focus on his authority.
Yeah. Right now he's doing the bow, which I don't know if maybe we were originally going for a bow knight.
Maybe to just give him a ranged weapon.
Maybe just to give him a ranged weapon? Possibly. Let's get him at D rank. So we'll do 1. Whoops, I didn't mean to do 2.
Oh well.
I meant to just do 1, but oh well. Get him at the D rank. Thanks, I'm a bit embarrassed. I should actually be reading these. I should actually like be paying attention to these, since they're different from before. And then, just to make absolutely sure I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and swap him to Authority only. Yes, he's already A+ on Lance, so I'm not too worried about that. Because, I mean, he does have Lance and Authority here, but I don't think he needs that, so... Just focus on Authority for now. Get him a really high-tier battalion. And to do, let's keep focusing on your axe and brawling. Especially since he's currently using both. Because he's got that killer axe. I actually did use his axe a lot the last couple of battles. I was kind of surprised at how much I realized I was using the axe more than anything else. Yay, C+. That authority up for Felix too. And Ingrid, I didn't boost her motivation enough because I spent most of that the exploration training myself, which I didn't even think about. Oh well. Let's train up Lysithia. I might have to do another exploration just to get motivation up. I think I'm alright this week, but next week, I guess we do usually do one, we usually do one explore, one battle, one explore, one battle, so I think it'll just be kind of the same.
And again, seminars.
There are seminars too, yeah. Because yeah, I am actually running out of motivation on everybody right now. Let's do Faith so that he can get some healing. Since he already is part magic class anyway. So, and then we'll hit Balthus. Hit up Balthus. He wants to learn Reason, because that's his...
I mean, his class can already do magic, so...
Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking of, because he's already got Faith and Fists at B rank. B here and A there. It wouldn't hurt to... Since he's already got Fist and he uses Fist, to put him on Faith and Reason, or even just Reason to get this further up. So...
I mean, to be fair, he'll only progress on the budding talent when you teach him personally.
Right. But they'll still also get him, like, higher rank you know,
That's true.
level. So, but yeah, I mean, I know that it doesn't push up his budding talent unless I personally train him. You get 1 star every 4, but if I just do it myself, he probably will only get into like D+ by the time he finishes his budding talent. If I do this, he might get into like C and actually get some decent spells. So, plus again, he is still learning healing from that too, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are at that A, B, or so, you know, so forth already. I can actually see a couple that are going to level up, like Flane and Hahnemann here. Well, skill up, not level up. But, yeah. So,
I think for some of them, you may want to have some of them who are like AA+ with their primary attack and not working on their authority, like work on their authority a bit, because low authority isn't necessarily the best.
Yeah, so especially someone like Ingrid here, who's
Yeah, get her off of flying in onto authority.
Yeah, I think I'll just put her just authority because she already gains both lance and flying from battle. So, and she does.
She needs her authority up to be able to use halfway decent battalions.
Right, definitely. I guess, yeah, I mean, most of these people are where I want them already. Getting their authority up wouldn't hurt. Reason? No, faith. I need faith. Faith and authority. But she's currently B rank, actually. Wow. I didn't realize she was B rank authority. You're A rank in both of these. Let's do... what is her reason? E? Let's do that. Leonie still needs to keep training hers because she's still low on those.
Yeah.
Sedith, Flame, these guys I don't even use. I'm gonna regret this. There's gonna be a battle at some point where I just don't have, like, my main units. I just have these guys. I'm just like, level 20! It's gonna be like a level 40 battle. I'm gonna be like, oh, good! Why have I done this to myself? I
mean, nothing is stopping you from going into the auxiliary battles, the ones where you don't spend the battle points, and just grinding them up.
May I ask you something?
Yeah, there's no reason I can't, like, do that, like, in between episodes or something, but at the same time, I'm alright with where they are, just because I'm not really using them, so... Considering the current situation in the forces at our command, we'll need to rely on mercenaries. However, they have no loyalty to territory or master. Cannot help but feel ill at ease about hiring sellswords. Figure out a clear and suitable way to use them, mercenary or not, some people will betray your trust. Find out a clear and suitable way to use them, motivate them by denying compensation if they revolt. That one just doesn't seem like the answer. I guess it doesn't really matter, his motivation is maxed out. So I won't even know, like, if I got the 25, the 0, or... Well, I'll know if I got the 0, but I won't know if I got the 25 or the 50. Mercenary or not, they will betray. Quite correct, thank you. That one seemed... By his response, that seemed like the big one. Wants to excel on sword skill to exceed as a thief. No, I want you to keep what you're doing. To be frank, I've never been at ease with lances or axes. It's just that rather than thrusting one of those clumsy weapons into my hands, help me achieve mastery with the sword. You're already achieving mastery with the sword, so you're good. Don't want you to stop learning faith, because I want you to gain spells. Curious to see how Dedu is doing. Okay, I must have gotten some supports. Oh yes, this is B rank, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe this is the A rank. Not particularly.
You might as well have a look while you are here. I have two things to say.
The silent protagonist and the guy who barely talks. What kind of conversation are we gonna have?
Supporting His Highness.
An insightful one.
Right?
But I must also admire
Yeah, no, this must be an A rank.
well-being too lightly. On several occasions, I have seen you protect others by putting yourself in harm's way.
Well, you know, we're on casual mode, so that's perfectly okay.
But I feel you should place a higher value on your own life. His Highness relies on you. As do I.
Need not worry, we're on casual mode.
Then show that with your actions. We cannot afford to lose an invaluable asset like you. And this greenhouse would be a more lonely place without you in it.
Aww.
It would not be fair to the flowers. To make me their only caretaker.
Wouldn't be fair to the flowers, sure.
Someday, I hope to show you a whole landscape of these flowers in full bloom.
You mean Dusker?
Yes. Once this conflict is over, and His Highness ascends the throne, I believe it can be done. You must live at least until then. Understood?
Same to you?
That's true enough. I had not thought much of my own life until now. Except that I would gladly cast it aside for His Highness. That is still true. But now I desire to see the end of this war. Until I can show you the fields of Dusker and bloom, I will go on living.
Aww. A rank. Some of these are just, like, so sweet, though. Like, I kind of
They are.
just because of that. Like, it's not even just like, oh, hey, you know, these are nice. It's like, oh my god, I see that, and it's just like, how can you top that? Like, it's so sweet, so cute. I freaking love it. I love, that's one thing I just love about this game. They do such a good job with all the characters.
I'm here for a visit. I love this tea. Is it a favorite of yours as well? Thank you. Ooh, it's piping hot. Huh?
Let's see. Someone you look up to. The other two just didn't seem like the right options. You're doing great work. Classes you might enjoy. Nope, the other one doesn't seem right. Dining partners. Yeah, there we go.
When I'm with you, I feel like I can be myself.
Blush. Yay! Not that it mattered because I was already maxed with her to begin with, but that's okay. Let's see. I don't remember. Let me get my Three Houses gift guide back up.
Kitty, are you really comfy there?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I have very regularly wondered the same thing about my own cats. It's like cat sitting there in this awkward position. I'm just like, is that really the best one? Before she passed away, like, years ago, I mean, like, literally years ago, my mom had this cat. Her name was Mandy. It was apparently short for Madeline, which I thought was interesting. I don't have any of her things, actually. Rip.
I have sent a picture of the silly kitty.
Thank you so much.
Sure. I'll just give her a couple of daffodils, I guess, because, I mean, everybody likes flowers in the end. That is an interesting position. That is definitely not a position that I mean, it is a position I would expect a cat to be in, but it would definitely, like, take me a moment to be like, okay, yeah, that's definitely a cat. That one. Because
she's recently just really taken to laying there.
Hey, I mean, if she likes it, then more power to her, I guess. Fit to screen. There we go. That's the picture that Miss just sent me. So.
She's a very floofy kitty.
Very floofy kitty. Meanwhile, my cat is just, well, you would be able to see her if the camera was in the correct orientation over there. Seems that it's been bumped at some point.
Probably by a kitty.
Probably by a kitty. There we go. So meanwhile, my cat is just over there. Here, let me grab this for a sec. And if I turn it this way, you might... There we go. You can just barely see them, but there's two other cats over that way. One on the far right there, and then one on the far left there, so... Very difficult to see them, but they are there. And the fourth cat is currently having issues and is with my mom because of his issues. So he's not been feeling the greatest, and his anxiety over one of the cats is like one of the other cats is not helping him in that regard.
Poor kitty.
Yeah.
It was so yummy.
Well, unfortunately, one of my sister's cats is, like, he's not tame. I don't know how to explain it, but he's very much not, like, a tame cat. He's very, very rough. He insists on trying to get outside. He kind of beats up all of the other cats, things like that. Ooh, perfect, cool. And so he's not a very tame cat, and unfortunately, ooh, meteor. Unfortunately, because of his lack of tameness, the one cat, the fourth cat we have, the one that's usually meowing like ridiculously loud, he kind of has issues with that cat just because of, oh, I see, yeah. Because I trained to do, that was what gave me enough support to get him that week. That's what it was. That's interesting. Do I have all the S ranks now? No. Sedith, Hahnemann, Gilbert, Eloise, Cyril, and Yuri and Balthus, obviously. So not all of the S ranks. Just all the S ranks of the Blue Lion's house. So, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and, wasn't there... Oh, I guess not. I thought there was a special mission this month, but I guess not. Maybe I'm just remembering older episodes or something. So, level 35. I like that this is level 35, and then the normal, like, the normal battle that actually costs, like, experience is 37. It's like, okay. It's like, I can never progress through battle if I just keep doing the one that's the right level, you know? It's always over level. So, but whatever, we'll do the big one for extra months. And then after that, we'll do a couple of the smaller ones, probably. Depends on how this one goes. So, but yeah, unfortunately, that unfortunately my cats have issues. So, but it is what it is. There's only so much that we can do about it, you know. We try to help them to the best of our abilities. So, this is a level 40 battle. I think I'm gonna take to do out and add Felix, but then I'll adjunct to Dimitri. Who else is decent levels here? Just about anybody else is good too. I don't need myself in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take myself out just to add an extra unit. I'll add Sylvain. And as for adjuncts, probably already have Mercy in the group, don't I? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? I wonder if Felix and Sedith can gain support, or if they're locked out because it's been too long. And then beyond that, I do have Ash in the group, so I can add Petra. Wherever Petra is. Here she is. There we go. And as for order, I definitely want you up here. I'm kind of okay with the order of my units, so maybe move Dimitri over here instead. Alright. About the enemy. But yeah, now that we have done that one 10,000 thing, I think all of my renown is going to go to finishing up, or getting as close to finishing up as possible, the statues at this point.
The statues do carry over to New Game Plus, you know.
Oh, that'd be nice too. So that would definitely be beneficial, so for when or if we ever do any kind of New Game Plus, since we haven't, like, I want to, but this has already been so long, as it is. It's kind of this, like, okay, if we do a New Game Plus, I don't know that I want to do it, like, right away. I think I want to wait at least a little while.
What's the plan?
You mean like how Nika's gonna do?
Yeah, like well, I mean, that was also kind of what gave me the idea, was Nico saying, if I do another Let's Play, do another route, it won't be right away. I'm going, yeah, I've been enjoying doing the other routes, like, personally myself, but recording these things is slow, unfortunately. Because I have to have Mist available, and then sometimes we only get to record 1, maybe 2 episodes.
Yeah, like last night, just my Discord crashed and it would not come back up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Her Discord just completely went down, so it was actually funny. I don't know if you saw, but after after we stopped recording, a little bit later, your Discord actually came back up and joined a call on its own.
I was probably already asleep.
It was funny because, like, I saw it and I'm like, oh, Mist is suddenly back and in the call. So I joined the call and I'm like, hello? And then there's no response. So I'm like, hello? Anybody there? Nobody's there. Alright. I guess I'll just drop out of the call. Luckily, after 5 minutes of being in a call by yourself, Discord does automatically end the call. So, But it was just this kind of like, she's suddenly in the call. Is she like wanting something, or no? She's just not even there. It's just her computer coming back up.
Yeah.
Literally, your computer came back up and auto-joined the call. Okay.
Yep, because that's what Discord remembered being in.
Yep, that is the case. So I was like, all right, well, that's interesting. So that was pretty funny, though. Ow. Crit.
I aim for greatness.
Hopefully I'm more useful now. You say that, but you're already, like, extremely useful. So I don't know that you can get more useful than you are now. Because you're already ridiculously good. Alright. Let's see. Annie can finish off this guy.
What's next?
I do want to kind of try to focus on the low levels more than any of the hires. Most of them are level 37 to 39 already. So there really isn't a, like, oh, this person is higher level all that much. What about this guy? For that, you know what, Felix, go ahead and take out the archer, dude. Because he's the one that can attack without getting countered. Dorothea, go ahead and... Alright, I know what I want to do there. You can have her and Bernie team up on this guy. Obviously not when I was standing where I was, but... that'll work.
Still here.
My focus was trying to figure out how to take that guy down, so... and I succeeded, so... your magic is good. What about your lance? Magic is just straight up better on this guy, which is not a surprise. Crit. I gotta say, that is nice having a class that's close range tank, but also, like, can just turn around and immediately freaking magic and deal lots of damage.
Indeed.
That is a really nice thing. Or like this, where they're close range tanks in like magical damage, so it's like they can get up, they may not deal the most damage, though Ingrid does deal a lot of damage, but it's like she's the best for taking out that mage because screw magic, she doesn't take damage. So right.
Imagine being defeated by me. Great work.
Imagine being defeated by me. I kind of love how she acts, you know? I really do.
I need to slow down.
You'll be fine. Boop. Especially since Mercy can come up and heal ya.
Thanks so much.
Main thing I'm worried about is this guy. He's gonna go after Dimitri. Okay, so let's take care of this guy. And the mage will go after Dimitri, and we'll be fine. Level 40. Actually, Constance was my first level 40. Well, aside from myself, obviously, but... I'm kind of required for most battles, so I kind of level up very, very fast. It's a little bit annoying because, like, oh, whoops, I don't even have... Not that that mattered to Miss, but I couldn't see Discord because I still had her cat picture up. So, yeah, the cat picture was taking up the screen on Discord there. I was like, oh, whoops. Didn't affect Mist at all because, you know.
Plus, when in combat, I usually tab off because
Not much to
not
see.
much happens.
Not much happens, yeah.
Not since you got the grips on how to do combat.
Yeah.
Knew you could.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I feel like I probably wouldn't be as good at combat if it hadn't been for your assistance early on. So it's nice that I had that assistance from somebody who's played Fire Emblem a lot, because I was really struggling there at the beginning when I had...
We need only point to the first mock battle.
First mock battle, like, it hasn't become a meme yet, but at some point it's going to. So, I guess it's become a meme between us, but like, I mean like, between the viewers it's going to become a meme at some point. So, just because that was ridiculous. But it was the first battle of the game, and, you know, I was playing casual, and I will admit, I was playing fairly akin to as I would on just any RPG. So, I wasn't fully into that Fire Emblem, you know, like how to play Fire Emblem yet. So... How to play Fire Emblem. Do! Move your units together and have them all fight together to boost their stats. Don't! Spread your units out so that, like, everybody just immediately gets attacked by everything and all of your units die. That was something else, that's for sure.
I mean, once you actually get a grips on how to play, you might encounter times where spreading out is the better option to do.
Right. I'm just saying, like, based off the way that particular encounter went with everything, it was like, yes, you know, do keep your units together, don't throw them into the middle of a group of enemies that's going to immediately stomp them, you know? Like, have some backup, not throw them into a group that's like, oh hey, look, you know, we all deal your freaking health and damage. So, and then of course, you know, do try to keep a healer on, you know, and do remember that, you know, vulneries are a thing. Because that was a big thing that I did not do until the very end of that fight. Was use any kind of healing item, vulnerary or otherwise. So, it was not the smartest set of choices I made in that fight. But again, you know, like with how, you know, with how Fire Emblem plays now, you know, like with regular Fire Emblem, I feel more in control. A lot of how I was playing initially was, you know, in those first couple battles, really was based off of my experiences with Fire Emblem Heroes, where you don't have healing items, they're vulneries, and you might have a healer if you brought one along and stuff like that. So I'm like playing in that fashion, you know? So it wasn't all just that I was bad, it was just that I was playing in a Fire Emblem Heroes style, and as we've said before, Fire Emblem Heroes is such a watered down version of Fire Emblem that it's kind of ridiculous how different they are. So, strategies that work in Heroes are not necessarily strategies that will work in any other Fire Emblem game ever. So, because you have way more units and way more things you can do. So, But it was what it was, so... Oh, they're down here, okay. Let's see. This is a standard battle. I feel like in this battle I can bring along some people that are maybe a little lower level. Yuri, Happy, Balthus, Lysithia, Marianne. I probably should get Leonie some experience too. So that's 6 people. Let's bring Dedu, and then we'll adjunct Dimitri to get there. I know that they're already at A support, but I want to get them further up. Got Constance already really well leveled, so I can take 3 more people. Who do I want to take? I haven't been using Petra lately. Let's take Mercy and I guess Dorothea as well. And then Mercy can take Sylvain. And then I took Petra. Petra can take... Oh, I've got Ash ready with her now. To B rank. And Petra's actually already good. With her people. What about Leonie? What can I do with Leonie? Anything? Sylvain, not Sylvie. Bernie. I was saying Sylvain and Bernadette at the same time. That's why I said Sylvie. Because my brain was thinking Sylvain, I was looking at Sylvain, but I was thinking, oh, I can take Bernie. They're like, Sylvie! I was like, wait, Sylvie? Who the heck is Sylvie? I don't know a Sylvie.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Sylvain would mind the nickname.
I suppose. That's true. I'm sure Dorothea probably uses that at some point for him, so... Because that tends to be how Dorothea do. At the enemy, all your units fall in battle. Alright, Dedu, let's get up here. Get the big beefy tank. Man, that killer axe, though, is so much better than the gauntlets. Straight up, that axe is so much better. Like, it doesn't matter what I do, that axe is just better in general. Crit! Also, the killer axe is just better in general because freaking landing crits. Because it's the killer axe. So, there's that. Iron sword. That's good there. Let's get Leonie up here to help kind of block off people trying to go after freaking Dedu over here. There seems to only be so much of that I can do. That's a crit. Not a death, but it's a crit. If she had crit twice, she could have taken him out, though. A plus bow pro. Oh. Bernie. That's what it is. I was like, why is Leonie getting A plus on bow? It's, Bernie?
Why not?
Not Leonie. Now it makes sense. Dead.
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. She's just like, meh. It's battle.
More fighting.
Thunder! Wow, just one thunder. Alright, that's unfortunate. Almost... Well, I mean... That's interesting. Balthus is, like, so much stronger than Dedu is. They have the same gauntlets, but he deals so much more damage than Balthus does. It's almost ridiculous. Or than Dedue does, rather. There we go. You're going after Dorothea. You can't exactly hold her own, but that's alright. Goodbye. You done messed up, friend. Longer the better. And everybody just gotta move. Lie down to happy. Ow. At least there's only one attack, and that times two. Ow. Okay, the one thing to do can't tank. Magic.
Yep.
It's just like, Dedue just comes down and then just gets smacked by this mage. I'm just like, ow? That hurts. Get rid of this guy.
Don't expect any sympathy.
I'm sure that if I put Dedue into some kind of magical class, he'd be able to handle it, but eh. It is what it is. That's a crit. That's good.
Good going.
Good going. Really is, actually. Go ahead and go up there.
I'll try.
I'll decide on you in a minute. This music almost feels like something I would hear in like a Disney movie or something. At least part of it anyway. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just this one part that I hear that makes me go, isn't that from a Disney song? I don't know. It's just weird. Nosferatu. Got him.
This is for the best, right?
Trade secret. This guy's... Where's his health at? Oh, okay. Yeah, Lysithea, I'm sure can handle this guy. Boom. Definitely. Because I want to get Balthus up here to hopefully block off this guy. Or he can just kill him. That's fine too. Death is fine. When it's on their side. It's morbid, I know, but it's true. Boom! Boom! Just shoot over the freaking wall. Maybe I'm like shooting through an alleyway or something that's just small enough that she can get in but he can't. Something like that. One of those types of things is going on. How about going here and then just use... I don't actually have any healing items on her. That's an oversight. Find that particularly odd. That's a crit.
I'm not dying here.
Just get wrecked. Alright. I mean, Lysithea is really the one that needs the experience, so let her kill this guy. Rest of Glowcaster. We'll keep making progress. Yes, you do that, because I like it when you do that. And I guess Leonie can finish this guy off, since she's really the only one that can get over there. And since he was the last guy anyway. Yay! Stage complete. MVP Balthus, renown increased. One last fight. We're almost at an hour,
Hey,
but I don't want to cut.
we're recorded.
Hmm?
Just Jace.
Ah, just Jace, okay. Yeah, almost an hour, but I don't really want to cut the episode when I've got like a 10-minute fight here. I'll probably even just use the same units. I will have to re-adjunct people because it likes to just adjunct them itself instead of lining them up with who I originally had them with. And I had Sylvain on, was it Marianne I had Sylvain on? Or was it Mercy? Must have been Mercy. Who, like, didn't do anything last battle, so they didn't even gain any support together anyway. Whoops, let me look at the map here. Yeah, see all my frontline fighters are behind again. It's literally the same fight. People are in different orders, but it's literally the same fight otherwise. Like the same enemies and everything. Put you guys here. Yeah, they're the same enemies in the exact same placement. It's literally the fight that I just did. Twice in a row. That's funny. About the enemy, all your units fall in battle. Alright, Balthus. March on up, take that guy out. Didn't even get a hit off.
More fighting.
Levin Sword. That's something I haven't done in a while. Wow, I missed.
Let's make
That's
this
unfortunate.
I am prepared.
Come on up here. Well, on this guy, the gauntlets are actually better. Ooh, that was a crit. That had to hurt.
I won, didn't I?
You did a great job, Marianne. I like Marianne though.
I'm in.
Like as soon as I realized,
My order.
like Marianne's character, I was just like, I need her on my team. So, I like Marianne.
Same old, same old.
There actually are a couple of characters that I regret not recruiting just because having experienced a little bit of other routes, I like learned some of the other characters and gone, ah, I like this character actually. And they were a couple of characters that I think I even said like, I just have no interest in this character early on. And then, like, by the time we got to Arc 2, it was like, okay, now I have interest in this character, and I'm sad because I can't recruit them now. That's alright.
Difference?
If I could have my way, I probably would have recruited everybody. I wonder if that's possible, to literally recruit everybody.
I believe it is.
Maybe I'll have to try that on the next round. Because that would be cool. If I could recruit just literally everybody, and then nobody has to die? Well, except, what, Edelgard and Hubert, and Claude doesn't die on any route, from what I hear, so... I don't know about Dimitri, like, if you do the church route, I don't know what happens to Dimitri and Dedue. I'm kind of curious about that, because obviously that's going to be the the Black Eagles route, so you don't get them on your side. So makes me a little curious. Go ahead and take that guy out.
Had to be done.
Time to be done. Actually, I think he said had to be done. Whatever. Go ahead and kill that guy.
I will not die yet.
And then Dorothea can kill this guy.
Will this ever end?
Dorothea's sad because of all the fighting. I've noticed that a lot of her dialogue, at least this month, I don't know if it's been like a regular thing lately or if it's been this month, but she's been like sad. Like all of her dialogue has been like, do we really have to keep fighting and stuff like that? And I'm just like, oh, I'm sad. She's sad. It's sad. I really don't want to use death. That's the problem. Let's pull up Petra here. I can't get close enough to attack anybody with her without using death, I guess. You know what? That's fine. Because then she can kill somebody without getting countered.
All this violence.
She only has 4 uses of death, so if she did 2 attacks and then she got or then didn't kill him and then got attacked, she'd end up using all of her death attacks. I didn't want that. Yuri, I guess you can come up here, I guess. Can I silence this guy? Yeah. Silenced. I keep forgetting silence is even a thing. It's in every RPG, but like, I still just forget that it's a thing. Again, I think it comes down to that Fire Emblem Heroes. It's like, that wasn't a thing in Fire Emblem Heroes, so... can kill this guy. Ragnarok! Crit. I purposefully did not fast forward that, just because I hadn't seen her use Ragnarok yet. I used it once, but I sped through it without even thinking. So I was like, oh wait, I haven't actually like seen this without it being fast forwarded, so let's get that. Hades. Asthma. Bam!
Relax.
Dead.
You're dead.
Relax, you're dead! Wow. Wow, happy. That was funny. There we go. That was a good few battles. This having 3 battles thing is kind of nice. It kind of sucks because it takes so long to do 3 battles. But it's also kind of nice because it gets you that extra bit of gold. And especially if you do at least one of the big like gold tier combats where you get double gold. That's pretty nice too. Alright, one more instruction. And then we can end off the episode. So let's instruct manually. Let's see who I can even instruct to do, apparently. And a little bit with Annie. Yeah, let's keep boosting that axe and brawl.
No need for...
Especially since they both seem to be equally as useful. Like if the axe can't do it, the brawl does it. If the brawl can't do it, the axe does it. It's like a perfect counter. Having both of them. Guess let's just keep going up with reason here. Excuse me. Whoop, I have already done Yuri. I clicked one too many times. Oh yeah, we did a little bit with Brawl on her because that was her budding talent. Sure, why not?
I could do it.
Happy's is Axe, but I haven't really wanted to do anything with that. It's already good on Reason. Let's get her a bit more on the Lance. Armored to the teeth. Lance and Riding. 3 more. Let's see. I might got everybody that I really wanted to with just that, so that's always a good thing. Let's get Plain. More Reason. Or should I call her Sethleen? Oh! Oof. That's the first time I've gotten a bad in a while. That's sad. Let's get Manuela boosted up here. C+. Alright, now we're out of instructions. And our group tasks are fine, and our goals can stay the same. Focus on Reason and Faith to excel as a Grimoire, which is currently what she's doing. I find healing to be important and necessary, there are times where I feel it is insufficient. To be truly useful, I would like to improve offensive magic as well, so my training can involve a balance of Reason and Faith. Blaine's goals have changed, even though they were literally that already. I always love it when the game's like, hey, these are currently your, these are the current goals. Let's focus on, I want to learn the current goals. It's like, why? What is the point? What is the point in bringing up this question to me? Axe Prowess, level 2. Reason, level 1. Bombard from Catherine. Fire from Balthus. Nice. Alright. Well, that was a successful week there. Ooh, peculiar trend. Neat. Talisman Renown. Turned in 7 trade secrets. Oh god, I didn't realize that it was that many now. What do we have for support? It's a whole bunch of them again. Always after the battles. Always a whole bunch. Well, anyway, we'll handle that in the next episode. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. And also there's a link to the Discord channel. Come hang out, talk to us, etc. And with that, we'll see you guys.
Have a good day, everyone.
Next time. See you later.